only be at best achieved through a gradual, contingent thought through an evolutionary process as opposed to engaging in violence activities predicted on political hypotheses pursued for a political expediency, thus showing a political bankruptcy. We fully understand that South Africa remains a young democracy in which the continent, in which by the virtue of being the last country to receive democracy, we are the least. We are the last country which have received democracy. However, we are also appreciative of the fact that despite being the young democracy, South Africa has gained strides in terms of shaping the policy of the SADC region, African Union, and that of global at large. We therefore determined to sustain this momentum and take the country forward. To achieve this goal, the National Freedom Party committed itself to work with all South Africans across all spectrums with the view to further improve the lives of the people. While appreciating the work well done by the government thus far, the National Freedom Party strongly believes that a lot could have still been achieved through contingencies, through policies that are properly implemented and evaluated. Importantly, the National Freedom Party believes that South Africa has a great potential which has been derailed by social ills such as corruption, nepotism, political arrogancy, and failure to monitor and evaluate policies and legislation adopted by the government. This is a lacune which the party plans to fill. Since municipalities are closer to the people, the National Freedom Party government will ensure that municipalities are properly run and that they are capacitated and are fully resourced in order to give a better service delivery to our nation. Having said this, one is always fulfilled and humbled by the contributions made by the NFP. While I was the mayor in the Zululand district, where service delivery was the order of the day. Sizokhumbula lokhu ukuthi umhlonishwa umongameli weqembu le-National Freedom Party uyena obe umeya walapha eZululand lapho aphathe khona waqinisekisa ukuthi bonke abantu bayayithola idingo nqangi. Wazi waqinisekisa ngisho ukuthi abantu abasha bayaya ezikoleni ngokumanikeza ama-bursaries. Waqinisekisa ukuthi abantu mebephuma kuma-matric ukwenza kube yisiqiniseko ukuthi bayaba nama-license. Zonke lezi zinto umhlonishwa umongameli uvisit kaMagwaza Msibi uzenzile neqembu le-National Freedom Party. Siyathuka-ke mase sibona izimo sezinje, kodwa-ke siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party sisekhonela lokho ukuthi sihlangabezane nezidingo zabantu. Umongameli weqembu le-NFP uthi nje ucela nje u2 minutes kube khona akazayisho kubalandeli bakhe be-NFP. Asimshayeni ihlombe elikhulu umongameli bakithi.
Thobeka kakhulu manithatha leli thuba lokuba mukela. Ngiyakuthokoza kakhulu ngokusemthethweni manifesto yeqembu lethu le-National Freedom Party. Ngiyacela kuphume nobuningi benu. Ela nivotele iqembu lethu ni Bay 8. Uma kwenze njalo nene nizisole baholi bethu ngicela ukuba nibambisane futhi ngicela ukuba nikwazi ukwenza impilo zabantu zibe ngcono phambili NFP phambili gente P and F. Okay, thank you. Lingilanga NFP isophatha isophatha ngelinye ilanga NFP isophatha linye ilanga NFP izophatha jikelele ababa jikelele baba jikelele ababa jikelele baba jikelele baba jikelele baba jikelele lelele baba jikelele baba jikelele baba jikelele baba jikelele baba jikelele baba jikelele 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 mandla
Siyabonga kumongameli weqembu le-NFP. Asimshalele elikhulu ihlombe mongameli. Siyabonga mongameli. Socela ke asale seqedela ke umfowethu umkhwanazi. Useyaqedela bakithi. Silanga liyashisa. Kodwa sezoqedela sicela ke siyithobe ngoba sibahle thina si-NFP. Amandla. Mandla, fellow South Africans, as the National Freedom Party, we believe that clear policies and legislation adopted by national government and implemented by credible public representatives will move this country forward to a better landing zone. Under the leadership of the National Freedom Party, the prospect of better South Africa are guaranteed. Indeed, the future is in our hands. Working together as a collective, we have the power to move this country to the spectrums. Our strong belief is that South Africa has begun a new phase in its history. In the realm of politics, the country has come of age. However, vestiges of the old order, such as racism, economic inequality, still continues to rob this country of its prospect and of being counted amongst the best in the world. Social ills such as crime, murder, corruption, women and children abuse, and such related practice dent the country's image as a party that has regimed in strength and has reinvested itself, the National Freedom Party is ready to work with all the South Africans to make South Africa a proud country. And I want to emphasize the manifesto which we are presenting to this country presents the views of a wider audience. It has been put together after a wide consultation with different stakeholders in order to solicit their views about the future of our country. Comrades, while chain stripes have been taken to move this country forward, there are several factors which continue to drag South Africa backward. These factors derive from leadership deficit in some of the government departments and various institutions, coupled with weak civil society, which is reluctant to hold leaders accountable. Some of these factors have been externally causality and detrimental to the global trend and the development of our country, which, while the latter are beyond the country's control, they can be contained and rendered less effectively if there is a right decision taken, correct policies implemented, and the proper monitoring. The former can be addressed by South Africans. Amongst the many issues which have a propensity to betray the gains of democracy in our country, the following are the gist: corruption, economic inequality, poverty, especially amongst the blacks, the black masses who were previously excluded from development projects, overt and covert racism, crime and security concerns, gender-based violence, violence against children and elderly, neglectancy of rural communities, the slow pace of service delivery, and land redistribution as a moral decay which has become an enemy of Ubuntu. While some of these factors need a total change of a mindset amongst all South Africans, others are as a result of weakness in certain government institutions and failure by some of the office bearers to execute their responsibility diligently and honestly. Even where policies and laws are in place, there is an evidence of a lack of monitoring and evaluation to ensure that there is a correction between what is on paper and what is happening in practice. South Africans, seriously, to achieve this goal, when implementing its policies, the National Freedom Party will adopt not a top-down approach which does not resonate with the people on the ground. Instead, it will work with and through the people of South Africa so that we could own the end product, and individually and collectively we must contribute to the better South Africa. The National Freedom Party believes that South Africa has enough policies and laws in place to take this country forward. What is lacking is the implementation and an evaluation. Secondly, buy-in of South Africans has been one of the casual factors which has failed various government departments to deliver on their assignment, on their assigned mandate. The third element is that some of the country's institutions have not yet to bite. Such people do not have a wish with no resources and consequences. The fourth reason is the lack of unsought leadership in certain government departments and institutions. The fifth reason is not taking an action against the officials who commit crime. This is due in part of a cadre deployment and nepotism amongst others. Having observed the developments of events in the country as one of the opposition political parties in the country, the National Freedom Party has come to realization that no government would be able to address country's socio-economic challenges, social illness and development concerned by working in isolations. It is against this premise that the National Freedom Party resolved to give back power to the people, with the government only providing guidance and an implementation role. This is in line with a collective effort which is grounded on Ubuntu philosophy. South Africa is an empathy of a representative democracy, a democratic system. As such, members of parliament should be at all times derive their mandate from the people who are their constituencies. We as the National Freedom Party believe that it is through a constant engagement with the electorate and the leaders that the leaders can come up with strategies and programs that will speak directly to the needs of the masses of South Africa on the ground. In this spirit, in the event that something is not achievable within a specific period of time, politicians will be able to account to the people, and the people will be part of the solutions that they have taken to overcome all the challenges. The National Freedom Party believes that making empty promises that are irrational and non-achievable result in an intermittent service delivery protest. What the electorate need is transparency and accountability. For example, there should be an explanation as in why certain goals cannot be achieved within a certain period of time or a certain or a given financial year. This is a common logic that will inform what the NFP will do when serving this country. In a nutshell, if elected to serve this country in the next 5 years, as the National Freedom Party, we shall be working to deliver on the inter alia on the following 7 priorities: economic development and job creation, good governance and transparent leadership, rural development and acceleration of land reform, traditional leaders and revival of Ubuntu, safety and security, education and health. In relation to economic development, the National Freedom Party is saying that the Department of Small Businesses must be cascaded down to all districts to an extent where it goes even to the constituencies, because it must serve the interest of small businesses. It must be able to work hand in hand with the small businesses even in rural areas. As the National Freedom Party, we are saying SEDA and NYDA, even SARS, must be available in every district, because we cannot be advocating for young people to engage in small businesses, yet we do not make the ground to be fertile for such engagement to extinguish. So as the National Freedom Party, we are saying to instigate that process. What is in urban areas, what is in township, we must as well have it in our rural areas. Sithuma abantu abasemalokishini benogesi, abantu basemalokishini benamanzi, abantu abasemalokishini bene-internet access. Nathi sinabo abantu abasha, nathi sinabo abantu abanama-business ideas kuma-rural areas. Nabo mababe catered for. Ilokhu iqembu le-National Freedom Party elikusho. Sithi siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party, we cannot turn a blind eye that the high rate of unemployment, especially of the young people, is a disgrace in our country. And we have been continuously being promised empty promises of job creation. We have been continuously been given an empty promise and statistics that job have been created, and the recent statistics that have been given by South African statistics reflect that job have been created. And all those jobs are based on the fact that there are elections and they are temporal. That is not job creation that the National Freedom Party is promising to the people. The National Freedom Party is saying to create employment, first we must identify why the young are not employed. The first point of departure is to restructure the educational system to be of relevance, which is what is demanded by the job market. Because if we produce graduates that are not demanded by the job market, you will then have a challenge where those graduates will be landing, where those graduates will be employed. To create a solution, you must start by restructuring the system of education. The National Freedom Party is saying for the ground to be fertile, the basic needs of infrastructure must be given to the people. You cannot be able to start a business if you do not have a road. You cannot be able to start a business of internet cafe if we have a load shading, if you do not have electricity. Those are the challenges that are facing South Africans. The National Freedom Party is saying the song has been sung for too long for land expropriation without compensation. We will be on the forefront with all other political parties who will advocate for this idea to be materialized. That land must be reclaimed. That land must be given back to the people. However, as the National Freedom Party, we differ in approach because we understand that to have our land back, there are prior preparations that must be in place. As the National Freedom Party, we believe that water harvesting must be a priority. We cannot be having our land and we are having drought. As a result, we will not be successful in executing the land excellently, and then we'll be deemed that because we are black, we are incompetent. Therefore, as the National Freedom Party, we are saying water harvesting must be a priority. Water harvesting must be a priority. We are saying as the National Freedom Party, there must be community banks because it's a hard reality that given the fact that we want our land back, but still our people are still not credit worthy. As a result, having the land and having no finance to finance the idea that can even capture the interest of potential investors, it will be a fallacy. As a result, we are advocating for community banks as the National Freedom Party. We clearly understand as the National Freedom Party that having our land back will not be limited on us being working the land, but it will go as far as being capacitated to understand the business arena, to understand how to import the products that we are producing if we have produced in high quantities. That's what the National Freedom Party is saying in land reform. The National Freedom Party is bold and steady firm to say education is the golden key to unlock doors of success, doors of opulence, is the only golden key that can give the youth a mental emancipation. And as the National Freedom Party, we are saying education must be free. It must not be a song that is sang. Education must be free. It must not be a song that is sang. Education must be free. Sisho lokho siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party. Sibhlungu ukubona i-strike njalo njalo abafundi bayastrika ngoba banayo imali yokurejista kodwa kuthiwa imfundo mahala. Sibhlungu ukungcwaba abafowethu nodadewethu ngoba belwela ukuyongena kuma-high institution kodwa kuthiwa imfundo mahala. Sibhlungu ukuba nama-graduate ahlele emakhaya kodwa ethi uhulumeni wakha amathuba emisebenzi. Siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party simelene nalezo zinto ezinjengalezo. See, come the National Freedom Party, we recognize traditional leadership as they play an important role in our communities. Lapho sihlala khona kunezinduna esithi thina siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party mazihlonishwe, zilalelwe, ziholelwe, zingakhethwa. Akumele ube induna yeqembu elithile ukuze kuthiwa uzoholelwa. Siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party sithi uma abantu beyizinduna emphakathini bonke mabaholelwe. Iqembu le-National Freedom Party lithi induna liyasibhekela abafelokazi njengalokhu uzanele kaMagwaza Msibi upresident waleli qembu ebekhathazekile ngabafelokazi ebanaka ene-program yabo. Sithi sibuyela kuma-basic siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party siyabanakekela abantu besifazane ngoba nathi siholwa imbokodo. Usho njalo unjinji lisho njalo iqembu le-National Freedom Party. Sithi thina siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party, we cannot be having situations where in certain communities there are no clinics. There are no hospitals. We cannot be having old people going to the clinics in the morning as early as 6 o'clock and then coming back as late as 5 o'clock. Ngenxa yokuthi emakliniki abaya kuwo akude akhetharisha abanye abantu bafike lapho befike beme. Thina siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party sithi sizo-introducer ukuthi kuwo wonke amakliniki makube ne-automatic dispensing machine lapho abantu abafike beyilandele khona amaphilisi nazo zonke izinto abayidingayo ngaphandle kokuthi beme kolayini isikhathi eside. Iqembu le-National Freedom Party lithi ngeke kulunge ukuthi sibe nogogo nomkhulu abondla izingane ezashiywa abazali bazo kodwa labo gogo nomkhulu mase kuthiwa baholelwa less than 2,000 rand. Sithi thina siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party leyo mali iphelela ekondleni izingane, leyo mali iphelela ekuyiseni ezikoleni. Ogogo ababe besakwazi ukuzinakekela abantu abadala. Ngakho sithi mayikhuliswe i-minimum iqale ku 2.5. See, iqembu le-National Freedom Party lithi imali eyondla abantwana incane kakhulu, amapampers nobisi awaneli, awukwazi ngisho ukumthengela ingubo. Ngakho siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party sithi sikhathalele abahluphekile kwabahluphekileyo. Iyona nto sihluke ngayo leyo. Ngakho sikwazi ukungaka-advocate lokhu ukuthi abantu abahola imali yezingane, sibhekelelo sezingane, at least le mali ayiqale ku 1,000 rand. The National Freedom Party believes that continuous building of South Africa by providing RDP houses without putting control and monitoring measures in place will deform the purpose, will defile the purpose. Sithi ke thina abantu basemakhaya abakhelwa bona ama-RDP. Bayahlupheka, abanakwa, sithi nabo bakhona banemjondolo kade simbona unjinje ehle enyuka ebakhela abantu izindlu neqembu le-National Freedom Party sithi ama-RDP awafike nasemakhaya. However, we are against the dual ownership of an RDP because that program is only designed for those who are needy. Ngakho ke siyabalekelana kakhulu nobugebengu obenza ukuthi abantu bebe nezindlu ezimbili beze beyidayise. The National Freedom Party is advocating for economic growth and economic development. And such belief can only be achieved by having the founding principles that affirm the basic need for economic growth and economic development. As the National Freedom Party, we believe that the first point of departure is to own our ESCOM. The National Freedom Party is against that this entity must be privatized, as other political parties and the government have an intention to privatize ESCOM. We, as the National Freedom Party, we are saying the scarcity that we see called load shedding is a fallacy created so that they can able to privatize ESCOM, so that they can be able to increase that 15% rate they've been speaking of. They are creating this scarcity so that they justify their reasons why. And as the National Freedom Party, we are against that. We are saying, as the country, we cannot be able to export coal to other countries and then be in load shedding. We are against such fallacy as the National Freedom Party. Siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party sithi asiqinisekise kubantu bonke baseningizimu Afrika ukuthi njengoba siya ezinkethweni zangomhla ka-8 May siya siphethe umhlahlandlela oyikusasa labantu bonke. Siya siphethe umhlahlandlela ozokwakha indlela eya phambili ukuthuthukisa iningizimu Afrika yonke. Siya ke siphethe umhlahlandlela ozokwazi ukuqinisekisa ukuthi bonke abantu kuzo zonke indawo nakuwo wonke ama provinces izidingo nqangi zabo kuyahlangatshezwana nabo. Siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party sithi konke lokhu kuzokwenzeka uma sivuma ukuthi asisebenzisane ukuthola ama-alternatives okwenza omunye enye indlela yokuthola ugesi ngaphandle kwamalahla. Sithi siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party isolar system njengalokhu ilahle ilanga lisishisa kangaka nje uma singa-introduce indaba yama-solar system hayi siyikhulume as a policy but siyi-implement, because that's where we differ from other political parties. We implement, we do not only advocate empty promises. Uthike unjinji muningi umqulo awuphethe futhi abantu bazowuthola uzobanikeza umqulu walo iqembu le-National Freedom Party esiwethulayo namhlanje kubantu uyikusasa. Uthike unjinji ucela bonke abantu beqembu le-National Freedom Party nalabo abangayibandakanyi namaqembu ukuthi bebheke isixazululo esisha namhlanje siyiqembu le-National Freedom Party kuthi ngomhla ka-8 May bephume bonke bayothi nxa eduze kanjinji eduze kweqembu le-National Freedom Party. Uthunjinji udlulisa ukuxolisa okukhulu kwabaningi ebebefisa ukuphumelela bagcine bengakwazanga ukufika ngoba uyazi ukuthi ngangeenkanyezi zezulu nehlabathi zolwandle kodwa ukuthi akaxolise ukuthi asikwazanga ukufinyelela sonke kodwa singafi singakhathali futhi singabuyele emumva kodwa sonke masiyibambe siye phambili ngoba iningizimu Afrika idinga i-National Freedom Party ukuthuthukisa abantu abahlwempu kwabahlwempu. Amandla, 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 amandla. Waviva unjinji nam ngaviva. 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 Amandla, amandla. Thank you.
Amandla sibonge kucomrade uSimo, sibonge ngokwesithulela umhlahlandlela nemanifesto yeqembu le-National Freedom Party. Ngiyathemba ke sizwile inkundla noma ingcapha isele ngathi ke manje ngokukhulu ukusheshsha sizoqhubekela phambili ngalolu hlelo lethu. Ngicela nje ukunethulela